All right, let's talk about something huge. We're diving into the complete reinvention of the software engineer, and it's all happening because of AI. And look, this isn't just about learning a few new tools. We're talking about a fundamental shift in your identity, in your value, and in your career. This is happening right now, so figuring it out is absolutely critical.
Okay, let's just get right to it. Let's rip the Band-Aid off with the one question that is on everybody's mind. With AI now writing pretty decent code, is the software engineer about to go extinct? And this isn't just some hypothetical fear-mongering. This is a real quote. A direct quote from a venture capitalist. You know, the people who literally fund the future. When they start saying things like this at tech summits, you gotta sit up and pay attention. Now, that sounds pretty alarming, I get it. But it's really about a profound redefinition, not just, poof, disappearing. So here's how we're going to break this down. We'll look at the end of the engineer as we know it. Then the big identity shift from coder to builder. What the new full stack actually means. Why your network is your only real leverage. And finally, the one thing that will decide everything. Imagination. So let's dig into that bold prediction first. The key phrase here is, as we know it. We're not talking about the end of the profession, but we are for sure talking about the end of an era. So no, the role isn't vanishing, but what it means to be an engineer, your day-to-day responsibilities, what makes you valuable, all of that is being rewritten by AI. And you know, technology has always changed jobs. The difference this time? The speed. It's happening so much faster than any other shift we've seen, and that's why it feels so disruptive. And that brings us to what's probably the most critical part of this whole thing. It's a required change in your professional identity. It's all about how you see yourself and how you define your own value. This slide right here, this is the whole game. You have to ask yourself, are you a coder? Is your identity based on the skill of writing code? Because if it is, that's a high-risk position. That skill is being commoditized. Or are you a builder? Someone whose identity is based on solving problems and getting results, using whatever tool is best for the job, especially AI. That person is going to thrive. Here's another way to think about it that really hits home. The old model was kind of like being a specialized worker on an assembly line. You were really good at your one part of the process. But the new model, you're not the assembly worker anymore. You're the architect.
See, the architect's value isn't in laying bricks. Their value is in designing the whole blueprint, in seeing the big picture, and in orchestrating the project from start to finish. And in this new world, AI is your powerful, on-demand construction crew. It's ready to build whatever you tell it to. Your job is to be the visionary.
So, if you're this new architect or builder, what skills do you actually need? Well, it means we have to completely rethink a term we all know, full stack.
For years, full stack just meant you knew front-end and back-end. That definition is, frankly, obsolete now. The full-stack builder operates on a whole different level across a way broader set of domains. The new full stack means you have to cross borders. Yeah, code is still there, but you also have to understand data, think like a product manager, have a good sense for design, and even know a thing or two about growth and marketing. You have to see the whole business, end to end.
And when you can do all that, something wild starts to happen. OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman calls it the one-person unicorn. He's talking about a tiny team, maybe just one or two people, who can now achieve what it used to take a whole team of 5, 10, even more specialized people to do. This is a game changer. It doesn't just change your job, it changes the very DNA of how companies get built.
Okay, so as individuals become these super-powered builders, another asset becomes way, way more valuable. And it's a type of leverage we often ignore in favor of hard technical skills. Your professional network.
Think about your career like you're managing an investment portfolio. Your network is the only kind of leverage you can get that is almost pure upside, with pretty much zero downside risk.
You know, financial leverage is a double-edged sword, right? It can make you a fortune, or it can absolutely wipe you out. A strong network, though, that's your safety net. Its value isn't tied to whether one single company makes it or not.
I love this way of picturing it. Your career is a long sea voyage. The company you're at right now, that's the ship you're on. And it might be a great ship, but ships can sink. The talented people you connect with on that journey, your network, they're your fleet of lifeboats. They're what gets you to the next great ship. So this network leverage is huge. It protects you when things go south, it puts your long-term career on an accelerator, and maybe most importantly, it becomes a filter.
It helps you choose your next job based on the quality of the people, which is a way better predictor of success and happiness than just the salary.
So we've covered a new identity, a new skill set, and a new kind of leverage. But what's the one thing, the single most important factor that's going to decide who wins in the future? It's not a technical skill. Think about it like this. 100 years ago, a carriage driver looks at the first automobile and just sees the thing that's going to put him out of a job. There's no way he could have imagined the entire taxi industry, the global logistics network, the very concept of suburbs, all built on that new technology. Right now, in this moment, we are all carriage drivers.
And that's why this moment is so important. I know a lot of people worry they're late to AI. The truth is, we are so early. If you decide to go all in right now on figuring this stuff out, you can easily put yourself in the top 10%, maybe even the top 5% of professionals in your field. That's a massive head start.
Because here's the fundamental shift. As AI gets better and better at the how, at the execution, the ultimate human value moves to the what and the why. Your competitive edge isn't how well you can build something anymore. It's how well you can imagine what needs to be built in the first place.
So I want to leave you with this final thought. The tools for creation have literally never been this powerful in human history. AI has handed you a world-class, infinitely scalable construction crew that's ready for your command. The only limit now is your own imagination. So the question is no longer can you build it? The question is, what do you want to build?